very heavy hitter. He's a very heavy bait. What is up? We are back with part 2 of our epic Mail Day unboxing. And today we are unboxing Prominence Valkyrie. I am very excited about Prominence Valkyrie. Now, Prominence Valkyrie is not an anime bait. It's not based on the show. It's not mentioned in the show. However, it is used by the Beymasters from Takara Tomy. This is their combo that they made. So knowing that this is a combo used by the Beymasters from Takara Tomy, you know that this combo is gonna be absolutely amazing. And that is what I am so excited for. And just right away, I just love this color scheme, and I am definitely excited to see him in person, out of the box, in the arena. So let's check out the back, and let's just check out Prominence Valkyrie. Alright, so Prominence Valkyrie, it has the Valkyrie chip. However, this is going to be your Savior Valkyrie chip, so it does have the bound ability. And on top of the bound ability, it does have the Prominence shield, as well as the Zero disc. Now it also runs your over disc as well as your atomic dash driver. Now none of these parts that come with Prominence Valkyrie is special by any means. We have all seen them. The only thing that's relatively new is going to be your atomic dash driver. However, we have seen the atomic driver before. This is just the dash version, so it's technically not a new part. It's just an upgrade of an older part. So let's unbox him and let's just check out Prominence Valkyrie over Atomic Dash Zero. Alright, and here we have it, Prominence Valkyrie. I just absolutely, hands down, just love it already. Just the color scheme alone, it does remind you a lot about Dead Phoenix from the Chozi series. So I am loving this. Just based on the color of Prominence Valkyrie, just that alone makes me just want to buy this bait. I just absolutely love this already. So taking a look at him, this is your Savior Valkyrie chip, so it does have that bound ability right there. You can see the springs, making it very difficult to burst. It's still burstable, but it is more difficult. But furthermore, on top of that, you do have your Prominence shield that will come off. So not only do you have to knock the shield off, you also have to get past this bound gimmick in order to burst Prominence Valkyrie. So already just the defense on this bait is just absolutely OP for sure. So when you look at your shield and you look at your energy layer with your Prominence Valkyrie, so you'll notice it has different little spots right there. When you have your shield and you have your silver pieces right there, and you set that up on top of the gold, it now becomes in your heavy mode, which means that your bays and your opponents are going to have to hit you a lot harder in order to pop off that shield and weaken your defenses. However, when you have it set over here to the silver and silver right there, this is going to be your normal mode. So normal mode is more than likely just going to pop off with some of the lighter hits with any bait technically. So it's a lot looser, as you can see. This is a great way to get your Prominence bait rather than spending the money on getting the entire overdrive system. And right here is our overdisc. We have seen the overdisc before. The overdisc is very, very round, so it is great for a defense type bait. And not only that, but your overdisc is also one of the heavier discs in the game as well. So it's going to add a lot of extra weight to our Prominence Valkyrie. Alright, here we go. This is our Atomic Dash driver. It has 2 separate free spinning gimmicks on the driver alone. So the afterlife of this driver is just going to be absolutely insane for sure. And this is the dash version, meaning it has a tighter spring lock, so it's going to be harder to burst. So on top of the dash, you have your shield, and on top of the shield, you have your bound ability. So already, Prominence Valkyrie is probably going to be one of the toughest bays in the entire game to beat. So let's put them together and let's just check out the fully assembled Prominence Valkyrie from Takara Tomy. Alright, and there you go, Prominence Valkyrie. So now with Prominence Valkyrie, let's just do a little side-by-side comparison with Prominence Phoenix. So you got your Prominence Phoenix, and in general, your Prominence Valkyrie actually does feel like it weighs a lot more than your Prominence Phoenix, and Prominence Phoenix is actually a very heavy bay. So let's just weigh them real quick, and let's see if there's any weight difference between them. Let's weigh Prominence Phoenix up first. So Prominence Phoenix comes up to 75 grams. Now our Prominence Valkyrie, he does feel a lot heavier, so let's just see if he is, or if he's the same weight as your Prominence Phoenix. He's actually 2 grams heavier, comes up at 77 grams. So Prominence Valkyrie is going to be a beast and a very difficult bay to defeat. Alright, so let's get the ring out, and let's give Prominence Valkyrie a test spin, and just to see him in action. Alright, the ring is set up, let's just test spin Prominence Valkyrie. You can definitely feel that weight. And there it is, that atomic driver, it does move around quite a bit. That is for sure, as you can see right there. But the afterlife of your atomic driver is just mind-blowing. Test battle with Prominence Phoenix and Prominence Valkyrie. It's the Metal Universe driver against the Atomic Dash. I don't expect any shields to be popping off, even though our Prominence Valkyrie right now is in its normal mode with that shield, so that shield could pop off. And there it is, that afterlife right there, just barely, Prominence Valkyrie does take that win, simply because of that atomic driver right there. Now, Prominence Valkyrie up against Divine Belial. Now again, his shield is set into the normal mode so it can easily pop off. But look at those defenses, it just shoves Divine Belial just completely off to the side, just brushing him off. These defenses are no joke. This is going to be a very difficult bay, as I have said, to defeat. Now let's bring in Burst Spriggan in left spin mode. Burst Spriggan is a very heavy hitter. He's a very heavy bay. And I'm honestly just surprised that that armor ring has not popped off yet. But Prominence Valkyrie is scraping quite a bit against Burst Spriggan. And a little bit of an afterlife there. They kind of brought it to a draw. But let's try those two one more time. So these are both two very heavy bays, but with the rubber, I do think Burst Spriggan is going to be outweighing Prominence Valkyrie for sure. Burst Spriggan's also sitting a lot lower, and as you can see, he is hitting not really the armor ring, but more or less he is hitting your disc, that over disc on Prominence Valkyrie. Burst Spriggan does take that win. Now Prominence Valkyrie up against Super Hyperion MR. We'll just check out some insane attack power to go up against that insane defensive power from Prominence Valkyrie. And surprisingly, Hyperion just smoked Prominence Valkyrie. Let's try that again, see if there's just some fluke accident. We'll get those to another shot. And just keep in mind, I still have the armor set to normal, and the fact that it still has not popped off yet. But then again, we have not had any major hits with any of these bays so far. We might have to bring in Guilty Longinus or Ultimate Valkyrie, see if we can get any powerful hits. Alright, so Prominence Valkyrie and Ultimate Valkyrie now. There it is, a powerful hit. Just look at that. The power of Ultimate Valkyrie. And just look at it, Prominence Valkyrie is still just kicking it right over there while Ultimate Valkyrie just beats the living crap out of that shield, telling it to get out of here. And there you guys have it. Prominence Valkyrie from Takara Tomy. Now overall, my personal thoughts on this bay is that it is absolutely amazing and a definite must get, not specifically for the bay itself, but for that Prominence blade, seeing as it is a much cheaper option if you do not have the Prominence Valkyrie already. Overall for the bay itself, the color scheme is just absolutely hands down the best part about this bay. That red, that gray, and that black color scheme is just absolutely sick. Definitely reminds you of the good old days with Dead Phoenix. Now, if you guys have not done so already, do be sure that you hit that subscribe button, like the video, share it with your friends to help show support for this channel. Now, tell me what you guys think about Prominence Valkyrie in the comment section below. And like always, have yourselves a great night and see you next time.